And happy Sunday night. We are live. Thank you all for joining us. I'm going to give y'all a chance to get on because what I do know is that Sundays go so fast. I think it's because tomorrow's Monday, right? And everybody will back in the office or wherever they have to go or back in school. So Sundays just fly by. So give you a moment to get on. And I'm going to go ahead and bring on my co host. I think she's in the background waiting to jump on. Miss Renada Carr. There she is. Hey, girl. Hey.
Yay. How are you? Good
Great.
evening, everyone.
So good to see you. So
Same.
let me tell y'all how my beautiful friend got on here tonight because I asked her to. That's the relationship we have. Sis, I want to talk about power couples
Mhm.
and some of the weaknesses of power couples. She's like, okay, I'll do that. And then we have something exciting to tell you that is about to happen. She is doing, and I get to be up close and personal
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to drop a link here and invite you. Before we get into the show, we're going to go ahead and tell them what you're going to be doing and where it's going to be happening. And then maybe later on in the show, we'll tell them again in case they forgot. So
Right
what is
on.
the big deal that's coming up soon that you're really excited about? And I cannot wait.
Okay. Well, I started a new company called Tru Godis Entertainment. And
Yeah.
right. So I'm really excited about it. And this will be my first big events. I've done several, but I've I've not done anything to this magnitude. So it's going to be Ardmore's first Southern Soul Blues show. And I have M. Callie, right? M. Callie and Tina Brown, the bad girl of blues, coming along with Vocal, Oklahoma City's own, and
Yeah.
Chad, who is a Nashville native. And it'll be his first time touring. It'll be held in Ardmore on Main Street. It's I believe it's Murray State Event Center.
Yes.
And it'll be May 17th. This year. Doors open at 8, show starts at 9. Tickets are $30, or you can get VIP tickets, which includes a barbecue meal, um, a
Oh,
dinner,
girl.
a barbecue dinner, and it's 55. And then if you want to skip all that and just get basic tickets, we do have VIP tables available for 100 each. And I think we only have 6 left. So those are actually going faster than everything else.
I'm like, thank you.
You're
So
fine.
what she's doing. Hey, Nancy. That is what she's doing at Ardmore. You guys, Ardmore,
Mhm.
Oklahoma is my hometown. And everybody there is a community. Hey, Kelly is like a community. So that's what I love about Southern Soul. And that's our diamond in the house, Miss Mary Goolsby. I call her Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. But
Okay.
yes, right. So the cool part is Southern Soul is such a down home, good feeling, good fun thing. I cannot wait.
Mhm.
I'm going to be doing my
Mhm.
boots on the ground. Y'all, it's called
Yeah.
sundresses and cowboy boots. So
Yes.
it's gonna be too cute. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm like, look, if I wasn't emceeing, yes, your girl is gonna MC. Um,
Thank you.
if I wasn't emceeing, guys, I would still be there with my sundress and my cowboy boots. I might have to have a
Mhm.
couple of outfits, change up because I don't know which one.
You better change up. You better bring the song,
Girl,
honey.
I'm inviting all my
Let them
friends.
know that Oklahoma is not a joke.
It is not. And I
No.
want to say thank you too for showing up because you came to Texas and supported me. You guys, this is
Of
what people do.
course.
I mean, we could be
I
a power
support you. Yes, yes.
thing, but the important thing is that sisters and friends support. And I thank you guys because you drove in.
Mhm.
You guys, they drove in. It's
Yeah,
not right down the
yeah.
street. They
No.
drove in and drove out to support me. I was speaking
Mhm.
at the Rose Garden Tea Room in Fort Worth to some
Beautiful.
beautiful ladies. When I say
Mhm.
everybody looked absolutely stunning in their hats
Yeah.
and tea, oh my gosh, Texas
Gloves.
teas
Mhm.
best because I'm not gonna say the best, but Well, yeah, everything in Texas is bigger. That's what they say. So,
Right.
the ladies showed up, and they were so beautiful, so warm, so kind. When I tell you, the room was filled with love, and you
Mhm.
and my BFF from since I was 5 drove in from Ardmore, and I want to thank you guys because it
Yeah.
meant a lot
Well,
to see each other.
you're doing me a blessing by being my MC at my first big event. So it's only right to support my sister because you're supporting me, right? Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I will. I love it. So, oh
Oh, there
yeah,
it is.
yeah, she put up the
Thank
flyer.
you. Right?
When I tell you, we're gonna have so much fun.
Yes.
So, Oklahoma City and Dallas, you're
Yes.
driving distance. My Atlanta friends, y'all go on and fly in. We'll figure out where to,
Mhm.
we'll just make pallets on, we'll
We
all
will.
crash.
We will. I got 2 air mattresses. So,
Girl, I have extra bedrooms.
oh, see, look at you.
So I know Todd is coming in from St. Louis. I was like, bring all your St. Louis friends. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna
Um,
So your first event is going to be absolutely fabulous, and I'm
yes.
so
Yes.
proud of you.
Thank
Um,
you.
so let me say this. Mary says she's gonna get me. I don't know what I did, but I'm always doing
Okay.
something. Let me say this, you guys. I invited her on because we're going to talk about the weaknesses of power couple. Now, y'all know how this show goes. I start talking. I talk to people who are like-minded. We have not rehearsed anything. I think she just knew what the subject was because I sent her the flyer and I told her she was going to. But the
Hmm.
beauty in this is, you guys, this is straight talk from the heart. So we're just going to talk about power couple. And I'm gonna ask you, Renata, if somebody says power couple to you, what comes to mind for you? If someone says
Um,
power,
if if I say one word, it would be thriving. Because to me, a power couple, they're thriving. They're getting through the good, the bad, and the ugly.
yes,
And I feel like that's one of the major keys, I guess, to a
right.
power couple. Yeah.
And they're doing it together. I think that's why it's
Yes.
called couple.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
just one
Yes.
person doing it alone another person. So I tell you, I saw something. Matter of fact, my good friend Portia, who is out in Texas, shout out to Portia. Portia Williams, she will send things to me sometimes. Say, what do you think about this, sis? Or I like this, relationship stuff, because she know that's my
Mhm.
passion, my heart. So if I we'll get the director to roll that so we can continue to talk about the producer to roll that video that I saw. Can you hit that? Here we go.
When the man that never been appreciated crosses path with the woman who was never loved correctly, you better watch out. Because that right there is a true power couple. Because that's 2 people that have been to the depth of hell and lifting themselves out. But now they're not doing it themselves. They're doing it together as one unit. And that right there is a force to be reckoned with. When the man
Okay.
I like
So
that.
isn't that cool? So when I saw
Mhm.
that, she sent it to me. I'm like, we need to talk about that. I'm gonna tell you why. I so agree with him. I so agree. People know I have been married before. And I mean, most of us have been in a relationship or married or with someone for a long time. Hey, amazing Grace. Miss Grace just showed up. So and that's a good timing for you to show up because I need some grace right now.
Oh,
So the cool part is when I saw that initially, let me tell you how my mind thinks. I love that because I could relate to it. When I tell you people see me in this season and I show up a lot differently because you guys, that reminds me, this is my gear, greater self-love gear, and I'm rocking my mug too by greater self-love. But I shared that with the ladies. When you start loving yourself correctly, it's going to be very hard for you to be attached to man, woman, anyone that is not loving you like you need to be loved. Am I
mhm.
right? When
Yeah.
you start growing and realizing your power, how hard is it to be around people who don't have that same energy? Do you find that hard to be around someone who doesn't share your excitement? Because I caught your energy immediately when I met you. It was like,
Yeah.
my gosh, I
Yeah.
need to know.
kindred spirits for sure, for sure. But yeah, I have to skedaddle. I have to get out of there. If the energy isn't right, if it's not warm and inviting, um, I don't waste my time in even trying to fake, that it's gonna be okay. I don't put myself in those type of situations.
But
Um,
but have you did you in the past, did you do that in the
mhm.
past?
Oh, I have, yes, yes, and it interrupted my peace. Yeah.
I'm telling you, people think I'm funny sometimes. When I sign off, I'll say, I wish you love, light, peace, and blessings. And I do
Mhm.
that because that is what I found when I started loving me. And I'm saying, you guys, I'm not gonna say I've always taken care of myself. You know what we do. We make sure our hair is right, we get our nails done. It's so much more to that. But I'm
Mhm.
saying when he started speaking that, and that lady who's not been loved properly is now a match with someone who's loving her properly. And then the reciprocal, he's never been appreciated. And now she's appreciating him. I don't know if
Mhm.
anybody else heard that, but I heard it and saw it.
Oh,
It is,
yes.
they say you give a woman something and it's her job to multiply it and give it back to you. That
And
is
she
her
will.
job. Yes.
Mhm.
And right, Mary. So if they give you peace, guess what you're gonna do? Give them a whole lot of peace and a whole lot of other stuff, right? That goes with it. So
Mhm.
I saw once she was loved correctly, the appreciation that flows out of that because you know the experience of not being loved correctly. And it doesn't
Mhm.
feel good. It does not. And no matter what you do, you said something key. No matter what you do, you can't change that. So why
Yeah.
would you be wasting your time? You mentioned that.
Mhm.
I don't waste my time anymore.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let me, the trouble with the power couple. The title of this is The Weakness of a Power Couple.
Okay.
I would say, and some of the ladies are gonna probably get me on this. I think sometimes we've been so loved improperly that it becomes a habit for us, that we
Mhm.
almost attract the same person we got rid of.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to figure out why. I'm talking to myself. I like to give my own personal testimony.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm talking to myself, but I think it's really until you plug into that vibration and that energy of love, and because
Mhm.
you're carrying it for yourself, right? That's what
That's
you
right.
attract. You
Mhm.
attract who you are. And so
Mhm.
me not loving me, I was attracting people who don't love me too, right? Who weren't loving me
Mhm.
correctly, I should say.
Yeah.
And Angie said,
Right.
because we don't know any better. Yeah, we don't know any better. I
Mhm.
believe when we know
Mhm.
better, we do better.
I
And when
agree.
this is not right, it's not right. I'm not going to keep talking, keep talking. I'm not going to overtalk
Mhm.
you because I know you have so much inside of you. You're such a peaceful person. And
Well,
Mary,
okay,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
No.
No, talk to me. Talk to me
Okay,
about.
so when you first sent me the flyer, and I was thinking to myself, and I have to be very honest and transparent because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
I've never been in a power couple. I've always been the powerful one. I've always been the one to push through. I've always been the one to make sure everything is taken care of. But on the flip side, I now have a business partner
Mhm, mhm.
who isn't trying to finagle me or take my ideas and run with them or anything like that, and I actually value that. So when he was speaking out, I can't look at it as a relationship, as a couple,
You're
but
hitting it.
I do look at it as a relationship because I feel like um it could happen in any category, not just
Yeah.
relationship
Have
wise,
we talked about this before? Have you and I talked about
Yeah.
this before?
Yes, we have.
We talked about it, but not on this subject.
No.
You saw the same thing I saw because I know people like
Mhm,
you. I know people like me.
mhm,
I'm not
mhm,
married until
mm,
recently. I never ever experienced
right,
a man who supports me and my vision and my
right,
dreams. And it's like,
right.
go do it, without some kind of
That's it.
competition or underlying stuff. But I think the weakness of people saying power couple,
Mhm.
Todd says self-love brings the greatest love.
The
But I agree
greatest love. That's right.
to you. So I think the weakness in that when we say power couple, people expect you to have a husband or wife that makes that
Mhm.
power couple. But you hit the nail
Mhm.
right on the head. I'm gonna say this. Before I had support from a male and
Mhm.
my boo showed up and started supporting me and doing what he do, guess who I had? I had a
Oh,
woman who was like-minded, and together
okay.
we're a power couple. We're not
Mhm.
together in a relationship like that, but
Mhm.
her strength is my weakness. My
Yeah.
strength is her weakness. So we came together. So the weakness, you guys, of a power couple is that some people think that has to be in your relationship,
Mhm.
and they miss
It should
out
be
on
in all. Okay.
it should
I
be
was
what?
just saying it should be in all relationships, to be honest. You
Yeah,
know, in any time you're interacting with someone, you should always give your greatest self, you know?
yeah. Show up great for them and
Yeah.
be
And
powerful.
yourself.
Like you said, you show up in
Yeah.
your powerful self, right?
Mhm.
When you and I come together and work together, guess what we are?
Mhm.
We're a power couple because we're
That's
coupled
true.
together to make this thing happen. So the weakness is people expecting it to be like a male female relationship. It can be a
Mhm.
relationship that works well. I have this thing, and I'm Tanya. I want to put Tanya's message up. So, I'm sorry. Toya says, I tell
Stage.
people you set the stage for the way people treat you by the way you treat yourself.
Ooh,
Speaker,
isn't that the truth?
I agree. Raise the vibration and love on yourself. That energy match will come along. That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Mhm.
Toya. Thank you,
Mhm.
girl. You get it. You get it.
Okay.
Yes, you get it. You get it. And that's so true. I say people want to listen to FM radio, but they're on an AM dial. So you
Yes.
got people that are not on your same frequency, but you're expecting same frequency energy, and it's never going to come. They're on a
Yeah.
whole different frequency than you. And unless they shift over, unless you willing to shift over, or they willing to shift over, you're not going to be vibing together. And
That's
people think
true.
it's funny. I hit my vibe, my tribe. I've done it. I've done it for a long time where I'm vibrating at a certain energy, and maybe the people around me are not vibrating at that energy.
Yeah.
It starts to feel awkward and cumbersome and heavy. And then you're like, what do I need to do? Especially,
Mhm.
hey, check this out, especially in a husband and wife situation. It's like, but they're
Ooh.
supposed to be my power. They're supposed to be my
Mhm.
support, right? I say
Yeah.
leave them alone. Leave them alone. Mary's agreeing with
Mhm.
you for you. Leave them alone. Sometimes that is not the person you're supposed to attach to do your thing. God bless you if that person is your husband or your wife or your life partner. God bless you because it makes life so much easier. But there's a real
Mhm.
chance and a real possibility, unless you came together like that, that person is doing their thing. Like you said, they're showing up powerful, like Renata, doing her
Mhm.
thing. They might be over here showing up powerful, doing their thing. Y'all come together, but y'all are powerful, but it doesn't mean y'all need to be on one thing.
Right.
You could be over here working events. He might be over here doing investments. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Shows up powerful
Mhm.
over here. You show up
Mhm.
powerful over here. You're a power couple, but
Mhm.
people think that you have to be working on the same thing.
No, you don't. You
You
just
don't.
have to have the agreements on what the outcome is, and
Agreement.
everybody should
That's it.
play their role accordingly, and
Yes.
you'll get it done. Yeah, I agree.
But let's talk on this flip side, honey, because when you are doing it on your own, I have
Yes.
fame, and I don't have one in here on me. I'm over here sweating because I'm drinking. Y'all, this is actually a real hot toddy. Because when I got back to Oklahoma today, when I tell you these beautiful little white trees and pink trees that are blooming, oh my gosh, they give me the fit. I'm like,
Mhm.
I need. the other hot toddy, the one that goes in here. But anyway, so anyway, showing up, if you wanted someone who was powerful like you, and you wanted to attach yourself to them, what would that look like for you?
Ooh.
I'm asking you now, girlfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, you digging deep. Okay, so I think for me, because of my personality, I think I need someone open-minded
Yes.
and patient because I'm forever changing. We've talked about that before. I'm forever changing. I may not be the same woman you met me in 2026. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I don't want me evolving to ever get in the way of our relationship. So he needs to be flexible and
Yes.
understanding and all of that.
He needs to
Yes.
love the whole you, because the whole you
Yes.
understands that you are
Yes.
growing. He should
Yes.
be growing too, shouldn't he? I'm
Yes.
like, hey, this person should
Right.
be growing like I'm growing. Then they won't feel left
Mhm.
out, right? That's what
Mhm.
happens. Have you ever heard the term, I just outgrew them?
Yes.
That is so
Because it's
sad.
true.
It
It's true.
is.
It's not sad. I think it's a part of life, honestly. I think that everybody is not meant to be in your life forever. Huh?
I know, but why can't you, if you love someone, why can't you decide to grow in your area? Uh,
Yes.
what is Babe saying? Todd said, when people are in tune with themselves, they attract souls that add to the quality of their existence. See,
That's
why are you trying
beautiful.
to? Yeah,
That's
you.
beautiful. Okay, God.
I'm drinking a hot toddy. I mean, you're gonna have to bring that down a notch of deepness because understand. You're gonna get me. So, I want to show one more thing, because remember how I said I feel like women reciprocate when the man loves them correctly, but
Mhm.
I think there's a flip side to that too. A
Mhm.
male or your partner, let me be careful. Your
Mhm.
partner will reciprocate when there's things that you do. But this clip
Right.
happens to be male-female relationship, and talking about what is expected in that. I don't know if our awesome producer can roll that one so we can
Okay,
talk.
go producer.
It's coming.
I remember my grandfather telling me, God rest his soul, before he passed away, that men have 4 different appetites that you have to tend to. He said, men are not complicated. He said, I'm just going to break it down to you. He told me, he said, men have a physical appetite, a visual appetite, a sexual appetite, and an emotional appetite. And for a minute, I really didn't understand it when I was younger, but as I got older, it really started to click. It always stayed with me. He said, physically, you need to make sure that you know how to cook. And if you don't know how to cook, then find out how to cook. And if you can't, then at least have a meal on the stove or in the stove. By the time he get there, that's warm, especially if that man is taking care of the household. He said, it don't take a lot of work. He said, it don't. And I watched my grandmother do it. I watched her do it, so I know that I'm capable. He said, a visual appetite. He said, keep yourself up. He said, if you're the only woman that this man is going to be with, at least keep yourself up. He said, because men still need to be stimulated visually, so that way they can crave you. He said, and yeah, he said, love will still be there. He said, and although your looks will fade, you the one woman that he wants to look at. Give him something, excite him, make him imagine something, tease him, right? And then there's a sexual. My grandfather told me, he said that, yes, visually you can stimulate a man. He said, but don't forget that men are sexual in nature. He said, and so they're going to want to do what they want to do to their woman. You're the only woman that he's sleeping with. You're the only woman that he desired. Take some time out of y'all day. He said, look, if y'all got to share the responsibilities, share the responsibilities. You both do things in the house, so that way when the kids are down, y'all both can bathe and oil each other down and do what y'all need to do. He said, that's going to help y'all connect. And then last one, he said, men do have an emotional appetite. He said, all men want to feel is appreciated, understood, heard. That's it. He said, just listen to him. You don't got to talk much. Just listen. He always told me that men are not that complicated. He's absolutely right.
Whoa. And I know we're going to pop back on. Wow. What
Yeah.
did you think, Renata?
That was nice. I liked it. I've seen it before. Yeah, and those are wise words, I feel like. I feel like it really is that simple. And I feel like sometimes we get in the way and make it difficult.
Girl, when I tell you, when I saw that and I was reading the comments, I'm like, okay, so evidently there are some women as well as men that don't want a relationship because relationships do require work. They do.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
anything that is worthwhile requires work. If you got a
Yeah.
business, guess what? And it's going to pay you, you're going to have to work. Who knows that? We do, right? We know it's a
Yeah.
lot of work
Yeah.
involved. We might make it look easy, but it's a lot of work involved. So
Mhm.
I don't care what it is, any, I would say worthwhile relationship, especially the one with yourself, it has work involved. You have to understand that person, know what they want, listen. When she said listen and appreciate, you don't even understand how important that is. Okay, so it is
Mhm.
late, but it's not going to be like late, late. So it might be some children in the room or whatever. So we're not going to get too explicit. But I heard that women who work the evening shifts sometimes, a lot of times they're paid very well to listen, not do anything else. Just look attractive and listen because the person who's paying for their services has not had that. Isn't that weird? I mean, I guess it's normal. I don't know that you
Well,
can
I
be,
don't know about paying for it, but I
they're paying
think
for it.
that communication has slipped away. Like people being in the same room, like family gatherings is not the same. No
No.
one's really going outside to play. I don't really see that many exactly. I don't see that many kids, or adults getting
Mm-mm.
together and not
Just
like it
having a
used to be in the 70s. Everybody used to be at the park or, used to take strolls and you run into people, but not anymore.
mm-mm. No, everybody's on their phones these days.
Mhm.
And you can see people sitting in a restaurant out to eat, and they're on their phone separately. And
I can't stand it.
I'm like, put the phone down. We're fixing to have some conversation.
Mhm.
That's what I would be saying.
Mhm.
And I purposely try to make note, okay, I'm shutting this down because this is important to me so I can listen to this person or I can hear them or, you know what I'm saying, take some time out for the person who is in your face. It's like
Right.
these people ain't in your face. Put it down and let's get a conversation going again, right? I think that's why
Mhm.
shows and podcasts and everything is so popular now because people are seeing people have a conversation. It's almost an
Mhm.
anomaly. It's almost like, wow, they're really talking and things
Right.
are really getting worked out because they're having a conversation, right? So, another thing she said, ladies, don't, her grandfather said this, don't be mad at me. Know how to cook. Now I know how to order
Mhm.
out and I know how to cook because
Mhm.
I'll be busy, right? So, of course, we know sexually that's very important for you to come together. I mean, even people who are ultra religious or read the Bible, they will tell you it says strictly don't come apart, which means don't give up being together. Don't come apart except for by mutual consent because that causes issues. That's in there. I can show it to him. I used to have to do this as a marriage counselor. It says right here, don't do what you're doing right. So even if you're mad, don't do this. And visually, now some women have a problem with this because they're like, look, that was before, he pumped me with 4 babies or whatever. So I got kids and maybe I got a lot of stuff to do. So I can't, wake up like this. Like Beyonce says, I woke up like this. I can't do that. So I think it's unfair for him to expect me to always be this eye candy. And he has a 3 liter. He don't have the 6 pack he had when we dated, but he's looking at me he's looking at me some kind of way. And like we said, people love you, but it still doesn't mean that we don't love ourselves enough to take care of ourselves and
Yes. Yeah.
to present ourselves. I saw something on Instagram, Renata, it cracked me up. It said when a woman is going out with her husband and showed a picture of this lady, she had on her
Yeah.
pants, whatever. You saw that one, and then when she going out with her girls, I mean, she was dolled up, and I'm like, that is so
Yeah.
true. Why don't we do that? It's
Mhm.
like, I live with him. He didn't see me at my worst, so it's no big deal. It matters, lady. Don't be mad at me. It matters. Guys are simple. They're visual creatures.
Yeah.
They're also emotional, not emotional like you're not gonna have me on here saying they crybabies or they're whiners. I'm saying emotion. They have emotional needs too, just like we want attention paid to us. They want that. What does she say? They want to be appreciated, understood, and heard. Women want the same thing. So hey, that's not unusual. And girl, I about died when she said the grandpa said, y'all bathe, oil each other up. The kids now bathe and oil each other up. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Anyway, if you do, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all ever tried coconut oil, but coconut oil can save some relationships. That's all I gotta say, and I'm gonna leave that alone. But because it makes your skin soft. See, your mind went there. I wasn't even there.
Ooh, okay.
That's not what we're talking about. I'm just saying. Coconut oil is 100% organic. It's good for you. And if you look it up, it's edible. So, I mean, it has to be good for your body. Like, I don't put anything on my skin that is not all natural, right? So, coconut oil is one of those things. I mean, you can use it from head to toe because it's good for you. It's all natural, it's organic, and it is powerful. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's she said Pat Nash. Anyway, that's Angee getting on me. But anyway, it's very good for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Todd is crying, laughing. It's very good. I am an advocate. I'm telling you. I, buy it by the gallons, and I use it like lotion. Like what's Jergens? I use coconut oil for everything. I have a big thing of it in the bathroom and on the side of my bed, everywhere. So anyway, where are we at? Oh, the needs of a man are basic and simple.
Right.
And I don't know how we got to that from power couple. See what happens? I'm gonna blame it on my body that was prepared for me. It's not my fault. So, power couple, Renata. I'm gonna pick on you right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I know you can handle it.
I can.
Which reminds me, you guys, I'm gonna tell on them. I'm gonna tell on you for a little bit, okay? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So Renata walks into the women's tea yesterday in Texas, right? She saunters in her red, looking fabulous, of course.
Thank you.
And a very good friend of mine who is very honest, Sharon, hats off to Sharon Simons, that's my girl. She was like, who is this beautiful woman coming in here? Because what happens, honestly, Renata, what happens when you show up in your authentic self and you're confident and your heart is pure and you're confident and you're about your business, you attract that same energy.
Yes. I met a couple of nice women that day.
And you know what? Because you were nice. People don't understand. Say they don't make friends easy. My mom always say you got to show yourself friendly to make a friend. Sometimes you're not friendly. That's why you don't have friends. My grandson used to say that when he was little, he'd get mad at you. That's why you don't have no friends. I'm like, well, and she said Renata is beautiful inside and out. I have a lot of friends like that.
Yeah, the whole clan, your whole crew is amazing, Pat. You got a great crew.
I did say this yesterday, and I'm going to say this. I think people come into your lives for seasons and reasons sometimes, and I wouldn't trade my experiences for anything because they made me who I am now. And I think I show up pretty awesome because I learned. You don't lose. You win some and you learn some. You only lose when you don't learn. So I've learned what you just told me a few minutes ago. Show up, be who you are, but don't waste your time on people who are not in your same vibration because you can't change them. I have a saying, and I'm going to coin this phrase, and I probably will put it on some merchandise because I've started opening my own shop for motivational things. But I was telling Angee one day, I was talking to her, and I said, the sad part is sometimes people can't see themselves. They cannot see The stuff that they say about other people is them. And but they can't see themselves. And the sad part for me is if they can't see it, you can't show it to them. You can't make them see it. When they're ready and they're ready to reflect and think about who they are and how they show up, they may see it then. But if they don't see it, it's very difficult for you to show them
I
what's
wouldn't
going.
waste your time. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
speaking, I'm gonna give my own personal testimony. Some years ago, I had people who were telling me, Pat, you help so many people. What are you doing for you? I feel like you're giving everything away and you're not keeping anything for yourself. Why are you telling everything? Why are you telling people this, telling people that? Why do you give so much? Why do you? I'm like, because it makes me feel good. So I'm not giving, nobody's using me. They're just using you to get all their problems solved and they're not helping you. Da, da, da. Nobody's using me. I'm doing it
Right.
because I want to. I understand now what they were saying. Why didn't I
Mhm.
take some time to figure out what I wanted and use some of that energy toward what I wanted and not just all
Mhm.
about them? Because what happens with
Mhm.
them, even with spoiled children, what happens with spoiled friends, for spoiled children, for spoiled siblings, the moment you stop doing all the things you used to do for them, you're
You're the
crazy.
bad guy. Mhm.
You're the bad guy.
Mhm.
You're
Mhm.
wrong. Because you
Mhm.
finally start loving yourself enough not to be around drama all the time. And you guys don't have to
Mhm.
be. You told me something, Renata, about boundaries. What did you say? Because you established
Yeah.
boundaries.
I just feel like
You know, I stole it. I know
yeah.
that's. I stole it. You said boundaries don't mean you're beefing. It doesn't mean you're
No,
beefing. You have
no, it
boundaries.
doesn't. It doesn't. And I also feel like, we are all put here to be of service. But it's up to us on how we're being serviced, how we're being used, right? So those
Yeah.
boundaries are important. I mean, we are supposed to serve each other. We
Mm.
are. But with boundaries, you never give your last, you know.
No,
You're
you're not
supposed
being
to give your last to yourself.
Yeah, you're not being responsible. You're not being a
Yeah.
responsible person if you give all your resources away.
Mhm,
Listen
mhm.
to me. Do not give all your resources, which is time, energy, focus, away. You have to hold something for yourself. You have to. Like give, I don't know, like tithe your time or your energy or whatever. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen
Yeah.
to Renata. But when it comes time for you to show up for yourself and you have nothing left,
Mhm,
it's because you were not a good steward of your time,
mhm.
your
Of
focus,
yourself. Yeah.
your
To
your
yourself. Yeah.
talents. You weren't a good steward, so you can't claim God of the universe that you don't have because you gave it all away. You gave all your time, you gave all your focus, you gave all your creativity to someone else, and you kept nothing for yourself.
Mhm.
You weren't a good steward. So
Yeah.
on this power couple thing, we got a few more minutes. I
Okay.
want to say surround yourself with like-minded people. And if your
Mhm.
husband or your wife does not understand your business model, they do not understand your career you've chosen, that's okay. You can still love them, but seek out a power partnership or someone else that you can bring your talents with, a business partner, and take off from there. It doesn't mean your spouse
Mhm.
doesn't love you. It just means you have
Mhm.
separate interests.
That's right. And it's
So
okay.
it's okay. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's okay because we hear
Mhm.
this power couple thing. I'm telling you, for
Yeah.
years that was a problem in my marriage. It's like I want to do
Mhm.
so much, and it's like I feel like you're stifling me because you don't want me to do anything.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
truth is, they didn't mind you doing it. They just didn't want to
Mhm.
support you in it, and they felt like they would have to, so they were discouraging you from doing it. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. I think that ties into one of the things that I wanted to tell you. I was thinking about when I was looking at the flyer. Part of the problem is an overactive ego as well.
Mm,
Um, yeah, I was thinking about that. Overactive ego, because the ego is necessary, because that's where your courage comes from, right? But when
right.
it's overactive, that means there's a problem somewhere. You're scared and you're not facing it. So ego is coming into play, and now you're extra, you know what I mean? Or you're angry, or whatever the case is.
Yeah, and you
Um
don't even know why. You just feel
yeah,
that way because you're not
yeah.
satisfied with yourself and what you're doing.
Mhm. I
But
feel like it's important to at least start training yourself to take 15 minutes. Just start off with 15 minutes and dedicate it to you, especially for the workaholics out there. I'm an Aquarius. I work very hard.
yeah,
Sometimes I'm on a 16-hour shift. You travel a lot. You're a Pisces. You know what I mean? So I just feel like to start heading in the direction that you want to go, give yourself 15 minutes. Give yourself 15 minutes and dedicate it to you and to you only. Turn
I
off your
like
phone. Get in the mirror. I used to do this all the time because I had issues. I get in the mirror and I love myself. I look at myself as I'm oiling myself down, and I give myself words of affirmation.
it.
No, 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 no,
I
no, no.
can't
Not
say else than
granddaddy. Yeah,
you're
not granddaddy. Yeah.
I love
But I mean, that it is a little intimate. It is, but
yeah.
it's good for the mental. It's good for you. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I
not don't rub yourself too.
see that's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So thank you. I'm gonna take that advice because I know a lot of times I get up in the morning and I have text, okay, so and so needs to be paid, or don't forget
Cut
you
it.
gotta do this or you
Cut
or
it.
that. And a
Cut it.
bad habit I'll have this phone on the side of me. Um, Thank you, Todd. Todd said too, when you look in the mirror and you're looking at yourself and you're really, I
Hmm.
guess, intently focused on it, God
Hmm.
is behind you in that image anyway.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
see
Yeah.
yourself. You
It's
can know.
it's really a real connection. Hmm.
Mhm. So, thank you, Todd. He's been deep tonight. He knows I had a hot toddy. I can't quite follow, but that's okay. So, look where we're at. We're at 8:45. We're almost done. Thank you, Mary. Mary said, that's right. Take care of yourself. Many women take care of everyone else and neglect themselves. That was like
Hmm.
the first chapter I put in my book
Hmm.
on first love. The first book that I had.
Hmm.
I think that was my first quote. It's difficult to love yourself when there's so many other people who have
Okay.
demand you. She put that up. Thank you, Angee. For those of you who have that book, I am asking you as a favor. A lot of you have. Do the review. Thank you, Renata. You're so beautiful in yours. I was like, look at my girl doing that review.
Yeah. Well, I
Amazon.
love the book. I think everyone should read it. I mean,
Thank
at
you.
least take a
It's a
crack
short
at it.
read. It's a short
Yeah,
read.
yeah,
This
yes.
first is a very, very short read, and I did it in Spanish. It's a very,
Mhm.
very short read. Now, the newest one that came out, The Advantages of Greater Self-Love, it's a little thicker, but this book gets into a little more of my personal testimony about what I was going through and what I'm learning and finding out about even the psychology of showing up for yourself. You really
Mhm.
do show up more powerful with
Mhm.
everybody when you take that time. But I like what you said, Renata. Start out with 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And that's how I had to, because that's all I could cut away at the moment. But then it turned into an hour, then it turned into a day, then it turned into a 3-day weekend vacation. You know what I mean? It started to become a natural thing, and now I don't have to program myself to say, hey, take care of you, love on you, Renata. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that anymore.
that's beautiful. Mary says she highlighted
Mhm.
that part in her book because it's like you do have to remind yourself. And I know Mary is such a beautiful giver, like a lot of women that I know. It's like give, 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 give. You're all over the
Mhm.
place. And I'm saying
Mhm.
women, you guys, but I know men that I know.
Yeah.
I know single dads. Shout out to Dale. You met my brother from another mother,
Oh,
Dale
yeah.
Patmore. He
Yeah.
videography and the photos. Um, I know he is all over the place. He shows up. He's a single dad and he has been a single dad since his kids were little. He had 2 children. He did everything. Little girl, he did her
Mhm.
hair. God bless that baby.
Right.
And
Right.
the son, they're grown now, but he did that. And he's an entrepreneur. So there are dads who do that too. I think it's rarer because women by nature will usually take over that. Even when the guy is not there, they're gonna be mama. Mama's gonna take care of some things. So, but I'm not taking away from the men because I know single men out there too who are raising their children and doing their thing and there for them. But I'm saying as a woman, I can only speak personally that even if we have someone, we go above and beyond to make sure our children, our husbands, or our spouses' needs are met. And we do forget the most important person,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
don't see ourselves as the most
Yeah.
important. They are important. We come afterthought. There's people who find pleasure in saying, I've gone without food for 3 days, just making sure my kids eat. I understand that. I really do. I would sacrifice for them too if they were hungry and we didn't have the money to eat. But if you die, what are they going to do?
And who's going to love them like you?
Nobody. So you've got to
Yes.
take care of you people. I'm telling you, even at every age, somebody said I need to do more classes on how to be a parent because we get locked in to giving, that even when they're grown, it never stops. And then we are shocked that they are selfish sometimes and they don't consider us or consider that we're tired or we're busy. They just expect us to drop everything for them and just do it. But that's because we trained them that way. We've done it all our lives. We did it.
Well, and
So
that's the way we were trained too.
yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Trained that is
Yeah.
expected of you as a parent.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, it works. You cannot keep doing it at a certain level. They never learn it. As a parent that loves them, you have to say no. I bought a very good friend of mine a shirt that says, "No, I'm busy." And I told her to put it on because when it comes to friends and family, she won't do it. She'll try to figure out a way to do it, but she's neglecting herself and her dreams and her desires and her goals in the process, not understanding that if she meets some of those, her family and friends are going to be blessed because that's just how we are. We're going to take care of them, you know? So we're almost done. That's how fast this time flies. You gave us something very powerful. Thank you. You said 15 minutes.
Yes.
So you're not used
Just
to it.
start 15 minutes.
And I'm going to
And
challenge
then,
to do it. Go ahead, Renata. And
okay,
then,
so I do have another thing,
okay.
because I've been a hairstylist for 14 years. I want to tell men and women out there, also along with that 15 minutes, have your routine while you're doing that 15 minutes, whether it's a face cleanser, a moisturizer, a toner, you know what I mean? Like have your whole everything laid out and play some music, light some incense, whatever it is that's going to get you in the zone to concentrate about you. I wake up at 5:30 so I can have an hour to myself because I know once my day starts, I'm for everyone else and I'll be waiting on me last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'll be on yourself last. So I give myself that good hour and a half in the morning. I don't speak to no one. I'm in my zen. I meditate. I stretch. I do my affirmations. And I think that it helps my mental when I do those things. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's too much. You're doing too much," but it works for me.
And
It
it
works
works.
for me because the most valuable thing I have is my mental. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it would help a lot of us. It would help with high blood pressure,
Mhm.
eating poorly. All those things
Yeah.
come out of stress
Yeah.
and not taking time to really think about and it's a reminder to me
Okay.
off. Don't do anything. Take that time. Girl, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. I just bought this mask. Christy told me to buy this mask. And it looks like Friday the 13th. It looked like the Jason mask, the white thing.
Ooh.
The
Uh-huh.
lights behind it, the
Nice. Yes.
face, and it's supposed to stimulate collagen. And what I love about it, she said 15 to 20 minutes. Do it for 15 to
Mhm.
20 minutes. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna take your idea, 15 to 20
Okay.
minutes. That is gonna
Yes.
be the first thing of the day. It was so
Yes.
funny. Angee had come for a visit. I told her I had it. I said, I'm gonna sneak into the guest bedroom and open the door with that mask
Mhm.
on and right by your face. She said that The first time you ever get punched by me, because I
Right.
what I'm
I hope I hope you have cat-like reflexes, honey.
doing it. I was teasing her, mischievous. I was like, I would never do that because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me.
Yes, I
Yes.
would. So get ready, Angee. No.
So we're gonna clock out. She said she's gonna try her 15 minutes. Angie's gonna try it.
Good. That's good.
Hey, my people for always popping on, hey Letha's watching. All the ladies and gentlemen that pop on, a lot of y'all don't say nothing. I heard yesterday from women, I watch you all the time. I watch you. Yo, at least do a thumbs up. Do something
Yes.
so I can see you there. I would
Share
love to
the
shout
broadcast. Yeah.
share it, tag me something so I can know you're here. Even if you saw it on the replay, I started training people. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well. And I tell people on Facebook, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a heart or something, and I know you were there. And if you saw it not live, but you were on the replay, put replay in there so I'll know you did see it. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you, but I know you did see it. That's it. I have nothing else. You guys should, my producer is putting up. I'm ready if you need to have coaching or be a guest on the show or any of that. Hit me up. I'll be happy to do it because that's what I do. And with that being said, Renata, you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Well, I'll see you May 17th
Yes,
at 8 o'clock.
Not back on
Yes,
here before.
with your sundresses and your cowboy boots for a M. Kelly and Tina Brown Southern
Showdown.
Soul concert. It's about to be good, y'all.
Wait,
Get
oh my
ready
God.
to wet your edges out. Get your fans ready. Get your boots shined up. It's going to be an event you don't want to miss.
Learn the dance because we're going to be doing the line dances, y'all.
Yeah.
It's going to be so funny.
Yes.
Yes. It will be televised. So,
It will
don't
be.
miss it. Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. We're going to have fun, you guys, and you will be upset if you missed it. So again, that is the flyer. Tells you where it is. So screenshot this. We'll drop it in the remarks too. I think we can do that. But it's going to be fun. And so it's going to be a good time. So with that being said, we're going to sign off. And as always, I wish you love and light, peace and blessings until we come back next time. Good night.
Yeah.
Bring it home to me.
Ogmore, Oklahoma. This is Tina Brown, the Bad Girl of Blues. I want y'all to come out May 17th to Tru Godis Entertainment presenting sundresses and cowboy boots. Y'all come on out and party and wear them sundresses and boots and let's shake a tail feather, honey. Because I'm coming out to show up and show out, honey. Let them know that the bad girl is coming to town. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. How you doing?
Hello, business owners. This is your fit photographer, Angee Gerard, coming at you with my 2025 campaign. The goal is to promote and empower her enterprise. Yes, the goal is to elevate women of color in business. On March the 1st, we are set to launch this new campaign. And it doesn't matter what your business is, please contact us at www.andregerardphotography.com to book your consultation. Let's make this an amazing year. Follow me on all social media at Angee Gerard, your fit photographer.
Hi, I'm Pat Nash, and I want to speak to you a little bit about dreams, about hope, about maybe giving up or wondering why you haven't moved forward. Someone asked me, how did you get here to be a relationship coach? It actually came out of a need for myself and what I observed looking around after I asked myself a couple of questions. Why was I not doing the things that I wanted to do? Why had I gone through divorce? I realized I was not the only one. You see, there's a lot of us who stopped hoping, who stopped dreaming, who stopped chasing our dreams or going after our dreams because we don't have to chase anything. When we look internally and figure out what it is that's holding us back, the sky's the limit, and you don't have to chase anything. You attract it.